What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now today guys, I'm going to be showing you the best 5 loadouts to use right now here in Warzone Season 3 Reloaded. So if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you guys don't miss any more daily Warzone content. Now I do want to mention real quick before we get in this video that these are not ranked from best to worst, worst to best, or anything. These are just some of the best weapons that you can use right now here in Warzone. But without a doubt guys, let's get into it. Alright, so going into our first loadout, guys, we still have the STG in our top 5 just because how good this weapon is. Now, going into this class up, the muzzle is going to be the MX silencer for sound suppression, horizontal, and vertical recoil control in that damage range. So this is really good. It's going to help you with those long-distance gunfights, do that damage at range. Your weapon's going to be easier to control with the horizontal recoil control and the vertical recoil control. And plus, you are going to be way more stealthy and quiet because our weapon is now suppressed, which is very helpful. Now, for the barrel, you already know what I'm going to be adding on. It's the 760mm 05B. This is the best barrel for the STG as of right now. Now, this weapon helps with, well, this attachment helps the weapon be highly accurate and controllable. It increases damage at range even more now. It's going to reduce scope sway and gun bob, and plus we get that bullet velocity. So our bullets are 20 times stronger at a longer distance. Our weapon's easier to control now, way easier to control now, and it's way accurate, which is really good. It's going to help reduce scope sway and gun bob, which is okay, and we get that bullet velocity, which help our bullets travel faster in air to our target faster, which would make the STG really good to use. Now, for the optic, I always like to go with the SVTU PU scope. This is a really good scope. I like using it. Although you don't get that recoil control and accuracy, you still get that accuracy, and you have it 3 times on, which is really nice. For the stock, we are going to be using the tactical stock for aim walking movement speed, aim walking steadiness, and we get that initial firing recoil control. So when we fire for a short amount of time, we get a lot more recoil control, which is very helpful. For the perk 1, we're going to be running focus for that flinch resistance, and then for perk 2, we are running fully loaded for that max starting ammo. For the rear grip, we're going to be adding on the polymer grip for flinch resistance and accuracy and recoil control during sustained fire. The magazine is going to be the Gorinko 50 round mag for recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and fire rate. The ammunition type is going to be the LinkedIn rounds for that bullet velocity to help our bullets travel super fast across the map to hit up targets. And then finally, guys, we have the M1941 hand stop grip for recoil control and accuracy just to help the STG be an absolute laser beam, and you guys are going to enjoy using this build. So for our next weapon, guys, we have the NZ41. Now, this weapon got a ton of buffs. It goes from attachment to the weapon itself. Now, I will make an individual video about this weapon here soon. So we're going to be starting off with the muzzle. We're going to add on the MX silencer. This can help with sound suppression, horizontal, and vertical recoil control in that damage at range. Just like the STG, it helps with a lot of damage at range, easy recoil control, and sound suppression to keep us stealthy and quiet. For the barrel, we're going to be running the Weaver 360mm BC barrel. This can help the weapon be highly accurate and controllable, and plus it does reduce scope sway and gun bob, so it's really helpful. For the optic, we're going to be running the G16 2.5 for recoil control, accuracy, and plus we do not lose too much aim down sight speed, which is a really nice scope to use. We get a 2.5 in zoom in, which is really good as well, so we're adding this on. For the stock, we're going to be adding on the E-Pack stock for that recoil control, recoil recovery, accuracy, and flinch resistance. So we're going to be a lot stronger here. Our weapon's more accurate, and we get a lot more recoil control, which is very helpful for the NZ41. Now for the perks, this was really difficult to pick because I don't really know what to use, but you can kind of go 2 ways with this. If you want to move faster around the map, you can use acrobatic. But if you want to be more accurate and it's going to help you get a lot more kills, you can use a brace for that initial firing recoil control. So either way you want to run it, but for this build, we're going to be adding on brace just for that extra recoil control, which is very helpful. Now for perk 2, we're going to be adding on fully loaded for that max starting ammo when we grab our loadout. The rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape for recoil recovery and initial firing recoil control. The magazine is going to be the 50 round mag for recoil control and accuracy, fire rate, movement speed, and as well a large magazine size. The ammunition type is going to be the LinkedIn rounds for that bullet velocity. And then finally, guys, we're going to be running the M1941 hand stop grip once again for that recoil control and accuracy. Just to have full control of this weapon, it's going to be really accurate, which is going to help you get a lot more kills. Alright, so for our next weapon, guys, we have the Armaguerra 43. Now, this weapon got a crazy buff as well, which, like I said in the NZ41, I am going to be making a separate video on this as well, going more in depth with it and showing you a crazy gameplay. So for this class setup, the muzzle will be the recoil booster for that extra fire rate. It's going to help you have a faster time to kill. It's going to make you more aggressive up close, so you're going to want to add this on. For the barrel, we're going to be adding on the 315mm barrel. This can help with damage, less damage fall off at a longer distance, and plus we get that bullet velocity. The optic is going to be the slate reflector. I don't like the iron sights on this, and any other optic just doesn't fit this weapon. So the slate reflector 100% is going to be the best optic to use. For the stock, we're going to be using the SA folding stock for that sprint to fire speed and movement speed. Shooting faster off a sprint, and of course moving faster around the map is always helpful. For our perks, we're going to be running hard scope for recoil control, and then for perk 2, we're going to be running quick for that sprint speed. The rear grip is going to be the fabric grip for aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, and hip fire recovery. So this is really good to use as well. It's going to help you be really aggressive up close. You're going to be melting everybody. It's just going to be super nasty. So for our next attachment, guys, we have the magazine, which is going to be the 60 round mag for that larger magazine size. The ammunition type is going to be the hollow point rounds for that extra limb damage. And then finally, guys, we have the M1941 hand stab grip going on for that final attachment for that recoil control and accuracy, just to help the weapon be 20 times better to use, easy to control, really accurate, which is going to help you get a lot more kills. Alright, so for our next weapon, guys, we have the Volk. Now, this weapon did get a buff as well. Now, I don't know if they're trying to buff this weapon a lot more to try to make it a meta or not, but this weapon is starting to grow on a lot of people. A lot of videos are being made on it, which this Volk class is really good, so you need to try it out. So the muzzle is going to be the MX silencer once again for sound suppression, horizontal and vertical recoil control, and plus we do get that damage at range. The barrel, we're going to be running the Crosslink 428mm 05V. This can help the weapon be highly accurate and controllable. It's going to reduce scope sway and gun bob, increase bullet velocity, and as well damage at range. For the optic, we're going to be running the G16 2.5 for recoil control and accuracy. We get a 2.5 in zoom in, which is really helpful as well, so we're going to be adding this on. For the stock, we're going to be adding on the converted stock for that sprint to fire speed and movement speed, so we're shooting faster off a sprint, and of course we are moving faster around the map. The perk 1, we're going to be running Perfectionist for that recoil control. This is going to help with just recoil control. I don't really know what else to say. Perk 2 is going to help with fully loaded, so we start out with more ammunition when we grab our loadout. The rear grip is going to be the polymer grip for flinch resistance and accuracy and recoil control during sustained fire. The magazine is going to be the 40 round mag. It's going to help with recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and fire rate. The ammunition type is going to be the lengthened rounds for that bullet velocity, so our bullets are traveling even faster now to hit our targets. And then finally, guys, we're going to be adding on the M1941 hand stab grip once again for that recoil control and accuracy, just to make the Volk just have no recoil. You're going to have full control of the weapon, and it's going to be super accurate. Alright, so for our next weapon, guys, we have the bar. Now, this weapon did get a buff, and regardless if it got a buff or not, this weapon is growing on me a lot here recently. So for this class up, what I like to use is the MX silencer once again for that sound suppression, horizontal and vertical recoil control, and that damage at range. Now, for the barrel, you can either go two ways here. You can use the XL barrel, or you can use the 2B barrel. It's totally up to you on what you want to run here, but I'm going to pick the 2B barrel. It's going to help with highly accurate and controllable. It's going to reduce scope sway and gun bob, and plus we get some damage at range. Now for the optic, I'm using the G16 2.5. It's going to help with recoil control and accuracy, and we do get a zoom in of 2.5. The stock is going to be the Chariot WR. It's going to help with accuracy, flinch resistance, recoil control, and aiming stability. Our perk is going to be acrobatic for that movement speed and sprinting move speed, so we're moving around the map a lot faster when using this heavy weapon. Perk 2 is going to be fully loaded again for that max starting ammo. The rear grip is going to be the polymer grip for flinch resistance and accuracy and recoil control during sustained fire. The magazine is actually going to be the 8mm 30 round mag for recoil control and accuracy, movement speed, aim down sight speed, and fire rate. The ammunition type is going to be the lengthened rounds for that bullet velocity. And then finally, guys, I'm adding on the M1941 hand stab grip for extra recoil control and accuracy. And this class setup goes absolutely crazy. But guys, let me know what your favorite weapon was out of this top 5 video. Most of the Vanguard weapons got buffed, so we can't really put in any Cold War or anything like that in here. But let me know what your favorite weapon is here. Expect individual videos out of these because they got buffed, and I will go more in depth what happened to them. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.